What's poppin'? What's poppin'? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to another episode of Life According to Rick. If you are new to the podcast, thank you for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button. Get your notifications. And to my day ones, as always, I appreciate y'all. So how about them Knicks, baby? What? First chip to the city in 53 years. Like, it's super crazy. But I couldn't be more excited for the squad. This one was definitely for all the boroughs. But let's get into it. Episode 31. Summertime. If you know, you know. So kids are out of school now. Everything changes. While they in school, you know what I'm saying? They taking up all their time being in class, doing their homework and all that. But once summer hits, you know it's switch up. Fridge gotta be stocked. If they're not in summer programs, they at the crib, and you gotta have them busy doing something. Parents still gotta work. We gotta figure it out every day. We gotta make sure that they good. So what do you even do when that structure of school disappears? And it took me back. Growing up, summer wasn't just free time. I used to get sent up to my mom's every summer. She booked my flight, and I go stay with her. And I ain't even gonna lie. I used to look forward to that flight part every year. Airport and all of that. That was my thing. So even then, summer had structure for me. Just a different kind. Programs, travel, different places, but always something going on. And that's why summer feels different. We spend most of the year dealing with cold, snow, all of that. Then summer hits, and it's like it flies right by. Longer days, yeah, more daylight, people outside more, but the season just moves fast now. It's like, let's think about it. Next week is already 4th of July weekend. You telling me that you don't feel like is flying right by us? Like, it's super crazy. But I got a question for y'all. I want y'all to be 100% honest with me. So I need y'all to drop in the comments where you're listening from, because I want to know if it's just me. But summer just don't feel like summer anymore. And I don't know if wherever you're residing at or where you from, if you feel it or if you see the difference, but I can definitely attest that it feels like the seasons are totally shifting. Got here in New England, the weather's just wonky as it is. So we haven't really had spring. And now it's like it's already summer technically, right? Because we're so accustomed to on the 21st of June, it's officially the first day of summer. And yeah, we've had some pretty decent days, you know what I'm saying? Like the weather has been fairly nice, you know what I'm saying? Like today was 85, and it's comfortable. It feels comfortable. Like for us, out here, when it's that 80-degree weather and it's not super hot or humid, for us that's a win. We're so used to having that beautiful sun outside, you know what I'm saying? There's a nice cool breeze, you know what I'm saying? It's not uncomfortable where you're like outside and you feel like you're suffocating. Like when I go to Miami, forget about it. The minute I set foot outside that baggage claim, it feels like the air just got knocked out of me because the humidity is just so disgusting. So like you know what I'm talking about if you live down south because y'all can definitely relate to that. I remember getting out of school and it felt like the whole world opened up for 3 months. Summertime, it would slow down. The time was just go by slow. You could do so much in a day. You feel me? And you could sleep half the day and you could still go outside and play and you know what I'm saying, enjoy your day and do all kinds of stuff and still have some time left over. Now it's like we get up, you know what I'm saying, you go clock, you get back to the crib and it's like, damn, we gotta go to bed and get ready to do it all over tomorrow. When little Ricky and Keanu were younger, they used to be in the Y summer program. So it kept them busy. You know, it kept them active while I was working. And that was the structure back then. But at some point, you know, they got a little bit older, so they weren't of age to go to the Y. So, you know what I'm saying? They had to stay home. And, you know, teenage like any other teenager, you know, they were sleeping and, you know, I would check in with them and, hey, what are you guys doing? But I still try to give them that structure, you know what I mean? Like I would give them like chores and stuff to do while they was at the crib, you know, to keep them busy. And little Ricky, like he always used to love being outside. So like he would like hit me up, be like, "Hey dad, can I go outside with my friends? Can I go ride bike?" You know, stuff that kids like to do. So I mean, he would always check in, so I knew that I could keep tabs on him. Now it's different stages. Harlem's still in daycare most of the day, while my older kids, you know, they're grown now, working, doing their thing, being adults. So I'm really in different parenting seasons at once. Everything just moves faster now. You really don't get that slow summer feel anymore. You just adjust and keep going. So to my parents out there, what is summer like for y'all? Because I know that I can't be the only one that feels how I'm feeling. You know, do you have your kids in summer programs? Like, what do you guys do? Do you take time off and go on vacations? Because that's another thing. You know, in the workforce, you know, we have to accumulate PTO, get it approved, you know what I'm saying? And then you kind of have to plan your vacation time around that. So I'm just wondering, like, what do you guys do during the summer, especially with the kids? Because it's kind of like you want to make sure that they're busy, but you know they're not getting themselves into trouble. You know, we got our vacation coming up in August. We're going down to Miami for a whole week, which I'm super excited about because Harlem gets to go on a plane for the first time. I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm also excited because he's gonna get to meet his family for the first time. You know, all the family members down there in Miami, and you know, he gets to meet his cousins and stuff like that. So it's super exciting because out here, you know, the only family member that he has, you know, on my side is my uncle, which is his godfather. Well, you know, everybody's down there, all the cousins and stuff like that. So he doesn't really have anybody within his age range, you know what I'm saying, that he can like chill or play with, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited just to see, you know, how his reaction is, you know, just being out there in a different environment, you know, just the vibes and stuff like that. You know, what's funny is I used to get excited every summer because I couldn't wait to fly to my mom's. And now I get to watch my son experience that same feeling for the first time. Life really comes full circle sometimes. And maybe one day he'll be talking about those summer trips the same way I'm talking about mine. So, all my folks out there that are parents, drop a comment. Let me know what y'all do during the summertime because I'm curious to see how everybody handles it. As always, I appreciate every single one of y'all for tuning in. And remember, if you're not living somewhere where you have that summer vibe like all year round, enjoy the time that you have for the summer because it's gonna go in a blink of an eye. And we'll catch you guys next time.